Prom. It's a time for high schoolers to truly feel like adults. It's a time to grind on each other's crotches while the Yin Yang twins rap about salt and pepper shakers and Andre 3000 lyrics echo something about Polaroid pictures. Prom is a time when high schoolers drink too much and make babies. It's a time when everybody can come together. That's a joke. So I attended both my junior and senior prom. My junior prom, I did not have a date, but I did have a disastrous haircut. One that kept me out of school, got someone fired, and also got me detention. Let me start at the beginning. I got my hair cut 2 days before prom. So the haircut place that I went to, I had gone to many times before. My mom was friends with one of the stylist's moms since like high school, and it was somewhere that I went often. It wasn't like a hair cuttery place. It was like a salon, right? So I go there, I sit in the chair, and it's a girl who's never cut my hair before. And I'm telling her that I have prom. She's like, oh, what grade are you in? I'm like, I'm a junior. And she's like, oh, okay, do you have a date? I was like, no, bitch, I do not. So she takes this opportunity as a way to, I guess, open Pandora's box that she had suppressed deep down since high school, because she went off about her shitty boyfriend that brought her to prom, about how she cried all night, about how it was one of the worst nights of her life, that it was so bad her junior prom, she didn't even want to go senior prom. So while she's saying this, she's cutting my hair, and she was like shaving the sides, like really shaving it. When she's done venting, she gives my hair a little zhuzh. And I look in the mirror, and she gave me a Hitler haircut. It was bad. It was so bad, I distinctly remember the second I got into the passenger seat of my mom's car, it was dead silence. And she turned to me, and I turned to her, and she said, I'm going to call you out of school tomorrow. And I knew this bitch looked ugly and anti-Semitic. That ain't me. That's not me. That night, my lovely friend Carly came over. She was downstairs with my parents and my brother, and I stormed up to my room. I slammed the door, I locked the door, and she kept calling me. She was like texting me on our Blackberries. She was like, come down. I just wasn't having it. I was like mortified at how awful I looked right before prom. It also didn't help that I had just recently started shaving my face with a straight razor, and my skin is so sensitive that it was all broken out. So I had like a pimple beard and an awful problematic haircut. My mom calls into the salon the next day and says that we have an issue, and she wished that we would have addressed it the day prior, but we didn't. So the one woman who actually, my mom was friends with her mom, she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, come in, I will fix this. So we go in, and she gives me a look like, you can't tell people you get your hair cut here. She didn't say that, but it was like, so she sits me down in a seat, and she's doing what she can, and like, God bless her, she did what she could, but there wasn't much to work with unless I totally just wanted to shave my entire head. And the next day I have to go to school because I'm pretty sure it was a half day and you were required to go to school that day. or you couldn't go to prom, I think. I don't remember. I go to school the next day and I wear a hoodie, and it is hot in this school. It is hot in these classrooms. I survived first period with my hood up, right? Nobody really called me out for anything. I just kind of laid low, sat in the back of the class. Second period comes around. Of course, my math teacher has something to say. He tells me to take my hood off, and I didn't want to do that. So I pretended I didn't hear him. So he says it again, to take my hood off. And I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Please don't make me do that. He tells me again to take my hood off, and I said no. So he said, okay, fine, see me after class. I was like, awesome, great, perfect, amazing, awesome, thank you, fantastic. Can't wait to go to prom tonight and show everybody my fucking hair. So of course, he gives me detention. Prom night comes. Again, I'm mortified. I'm doing what I can with gallons and gallons of mousse and LA gel products, but nothing seems to be working. I don't think I have any pictures of this because I think I wanted it deleted from my entire memory, so here I am telling the entire internet about it. So we go to take pictures, and my friend Gabby, bless her heart, and her dad actually, there was like a wedding happening where we were taking pictures. So he runs over to one of the tables. He pulls a rose off of one of the centerpieces. He like breaks the stem off just so I can have something on my suit. So nobody knew I didn't have a date. And then I took pictures with Gabby for my family, who was like, who was your date? And I was like, this was my date. But she wasn't my date because I didn't. So my junior prom was awful. Senior prom, I went with Gabby. We were actually dates, and if I can find an embarrassing picture, I'll put one here. It was prom. It was fine. Girls cried and got in fights with their boyfriends at my table, and I was like, okay. So fast forward to a couple months ago, and here I am sitting on the couch watching 90s movies with a prom scene in it. I do believe it was Jawbreaker, and I was talking to my friends who I went to high school with, and we graduated from the same class, and I was like, doesn't it suck that we just didn't go to prom in the 90s? Like, how cool would that have been to go to prom in the 90s? But we didn't, because we were like just born, and like babies are made at prom. They're like not really allowed to go to prom, so like whatever. And some of the friends I was with actually didn't even go to prom. I think most of them actually didn't go to prom. So we were like, why don't we just have our own 1998 themed prom? And this was perfect. Like, they didn't have a prom. I just wanted to redo my junior prom, and like, amazing. It works out for everybody. Hi guys, this message is for Party City, so if that's not you, keep scrolling. Party City, what the f***? I drove all the way out of my way to get to the only Party City in the area, and y'all are out of helium. The only balloons you guys were selling were the pre-blew up ones. So I had to lie and say I was part of a quinceañera so I could buy some of the balloons that they had going in their order. Party City, what the f***? Y'all didn't have helium. Like, I went all the way out of my way because this is like the only Party City left. And now I see why y'all are going out of business, because you don't have any fucking balloons. The only balloons you had blew up were the white ones. They were like, yeah, I guess this will go with everything, but fortunately for me, it works. Hey guys, I'm on the prom committee, and it is very stressful. Who knew? But if you vote me prom king, I know the first thing I'm going to do when in office is I'm going to write straight to the president, and we're going to get Party City fired. Fired. And then there was another bump in the road. Literally. Okay, well, I was just going to pick up some tomato pie for the prom, and I don't have great visibility back here, so in my rearview mirror I can't see much. And a person in front of me slammed on their brakes, I slammed on mine, and the guy behind me, didn't hit it hard enough, so we a little fender bender. So pulled off on the side of the road, got out of the car, talked to the guy. He was nice, apologetic. I mean, I took his information. There's nothing wrong with my car. So yeah, I was expecting to get rear-ended on prom night, but not quite like that. But I guess you can't really prepare for those things. But nothing was gonna stop the class of 1998 prom.
2 shots of tequila.
Oh. Cheers!
1998.
Right?
What's the name of Oh, Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to announce your prom king and queen. For prom king, drum roll. Seamus!
Oh.
Oh, it keeps falling off.
And the moment we have all been waiting for, the prom queen, Kate
As we go on, we remember all the
No!
The prom king and queen. I should have been prom queen. You fucking know it. You. You're cool.
I love that movie, American Beauty.
Oh yeah, American Beauty is a great movie. I concur. Well, considering the fact that Kevin Spacey doesn't really have a good track record, that I would say you're precisely correct.
Don't do math, kids. You're gonna turn up like me.
Have you ever bought dirt before? Because you could buy a $12 truckload of dirt.
Happy Mother's Day, bitch! It's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, I love you.
A baby came out.
Thank you.
A baby came out.
Right there.
Right.
Right there.
So my years in high school sucked, for the most part. For most of it, I pretended I was straight just so I wouldn't be bullied like I had for the previous 9 school years in the Midwest. And I kept hearing people say that, like, these are the best days of your life. And it just kind of echoed in my head, and I was like, how could it go downhill from here? Like, I really hope that's not the case. And honestly, now I can say, for the people who said that, yikes. To peak in high school, yikes. I know some of my demographic that watch my videos are in high school. So, hi, learn from my mistakes, don't repeat my cuss words, and stay in school. But if high school is rough for you, I promise they are not the best years of your life. I promise. And if your prom sucked, you can always just have a redo like I did. Maybe just invite a handful of people that know how to have fun and actually matter in your life. I still think I should have won prom king, though. I lost to a golden retriever. He did look cute, though, huh?